Welcome back to the Sooner Surge, and Patty Gasso and the Sooners have done it again. This time landing Louisiana pitcher Sam Landry out of the transfer portal. But before we get to all of that, be sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and also check out the Fan Stop. They have the 4PTs still on sales. The links for that are in the description down below. That is fanstop.com. Be sure to check it out. And Jason, a surprise commitment for Oklahoma as no-go Boomer tweet. First time this recruiting cycle or transfer cycle, that has happened, and it's Sam Landry out of Louisiana.
Yeah, and I think it might be the first time, Hunter. I don't remember last year getting a transfer portal, anything without a Go Boomer tweet either. So very surprised. And it's funny. You see it on Twitter. You see all the comments and the replies in it, and everybody's saying one thing. Nobody's even talking about Sam Landry. Everything in the replies is, does this mean no Kennedy? Are they not landing Kennedy? Wait, is there any more roster spots? Here we go. We're going to talk about it right now. And I think Sam Landry, first off, let's talk about Sam Landry. Really good pitcher, 24-10 last year, career ERA of 2.12. I mean, we could go through all the stats, and I know you will in a minute, Hunter. But I think as far as the Kennedy situation is this. There is no limit on roster spots. Now, there's limits on how many can travel with the team. So can they still land Kennedy? Yes. But I think maybe this is maybe Patty Gasso and staff's thinking, we're not sure yet on Kennedy. Is she going to come here or not? It's still up in the air. Need another pitcher. And we talked about it when the portal opened and how we thought Oklahoma was going to get 2 pitchers at least. Now they have that. Now you have 5 quality pitchers. And I think they feel comfortable enough with these 5 going in the season. If they have to, they're fine. They'd be okay. I think that's why they went out and got her while she was available.
Yeah, and we'll get back to the Najee Kennedy talk in a minute. Let's focus more on Sam Landry as of right now. Again, you mentioned it, 24-10 last year. That 24 win mark was top 10 in Division I. That was a career best season for Landry. 12 wins over top 75 RPI teams, as well as 460 career strikeouts and 460 career innings. So a very talented pitcher. Again, 2.12 ERA, 63-19 career win-loss record, and best year of her career last year where she posted a 2.08 ERA in 194 innings or 194 and a third. I'm sorry, I think that's 195. It's just weird how they have it written on their website, and 165 strikeouts. So again, a very talented pitcher in the portal for Oklahoma. And I mean, guys, if you remember, Landry was one of the many Raging Cajuns to enter the portal following the departure of Jerry Glasgow. Jerry Glasgow, head coach at Louisiana, led them to, a very impressive season last year, including a win over Oklahoma, a 773 win percentage in his career there. But, they hosted a regional last year. He took the job at Texas Tech, and a mass exodus took place at Louisiana, including Sam Landry.
Well, what I think's very interesting, I think smart by Oklahoma, Patty Gasso, Jen Rocha, all of them. Going into the season before the portal opened, you had Audrey Lowry, no experience, and she's an incoming freshman. You have Kirsten Deal with, I would say, some experience, but not a ton, right? And then you go with also you have Peyton Monticelli which is also not a lot of experience there. So they go into the portal, they get Bella Smith, a lot of innings pitch. Now you get Sam Landry, a lot of experience in innings pitch. I think that's great for this staff. If this is the 5 they have without Kennedy, I think they feel pretty confident. Yeah, everybody would want Kennedy, and people still do. I don't think that's a thing. I think everybody still would say, yeah, they want Kennedy. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not there behind the walls, but could it be also that they're not waiting around for it? They are going to make the move and get pitchers when they can, because there's not much out there, and Sam Landry was the best one out there other than Kennedy, I think, if you look at who's out there available. So OU went and got her. So I think that's kind of where it stands.
Yeah, I think Oklahoma has done that very well in the portal. We've talked about the pitching class a lot in this transfer cycle. It wasn't as good as it was a year ago, obviously Najari Kennedy, the best pitcher. I'm probably going to say it, probably ever in the transfer portal era to enter the portal. But again, there is still uncertainty there. She has been in the portal for a bit now. Went to Japan with Team USA, now back, and still has a decision to make of whether that be Oklahoma, Florida, Texas, LSU, Tennessee. I mean, really any SEC teams, maybe even going back to Stanford. Who knows? There's a decision to be made there. But Oklahoma went and got Bella Smith, you mentioned earlier, from out of Campbell, and then you also get Sam Landry out of Louisiana because pitching wise, the top pitchers committed very early on in this transfer cycle. And that was kind of something that hurt Oklahoma in this cycle is you're still playing for a national championship through June. They're in Oklahoma City Women's College World Series. You're not recruiting at that point in time. You look at Oklahoma State in particular. I mean, landing Ruby Malin from Washington, and that was because of their early exit out of Oklahoma City. They're able to focus on that. She committed the day of the national championship game 2 between Oklahoma and Texas. So again, something else to note is, Oklahoma has really made the most of their opportunities so far. And if they add Kennedy, I mean, that's the best possible transfer portal offseason Patty Gasso and the Sooners could have. But even if they don't, they, again, 5 pitchers. Last year they had 6, and really only 4 pitched for the vast majority of the season. And you mentioned it earlier, Jason, with obviously Audrey Lowry, the incoming freshman, has no experience. Peyton Monticelli, again, very limited innings pitched a year ago at Oklahoma. I think it was she didn't pitch for a few months before the final appearance in Game 2 of the World Series Finals against Texas. Kirsten Deal, a good amount of innings pitched, but not the type of innings you would want out of your ace. But I mean, Sam Landry, top 10 in victories a year ago, 12 wins over the top 75 RPI teams with a whole lot of innings pitched in her career. That's something her and Bella Smith, that veteran presence, they're both going to be seniors, redshirt senior and a true senior, to help a inexperienced for the most part pitching staff is going to help a lot.
Yeah, if you were to ask me right now about Kennedy, my answer would be she's not coming to Oklahoma. And I'm just going to say that because I know she still could, but Hunter, I would have a tough time seeing these 2 pitchers that just signed out of the portal not pitching very much. Because if Kennedy comes in, who's not going to pitch on that staff? Kirsten Dill again? I mean, it's time for some. I just think, you could go 6 deep like last year, but even last year, Hunter, there were pitchers that were Keeney didn't get that much work.
I agree.
I mean, so I have a hard time believing these 2 pitchers that just signed with Oklahoma came there to not pitch very much. That's just my gut feeling right now.
I get what you're saying on that. I don't think either Bella Smith or Sam Landry are going to be the ones getting kind of the shorter end of innings pitched because of their veteran presence, as we've talked about. They pitched a lot at their previous stops, not on the big stage of a Power 5 conference, and now the best conference in college softball in the SEC, but still they have pitched a lot. So I think if anyone was going to be limited on innings pitched, I think last year they did pretty good of getting 4 innings fairly often. I think it would be Audrey Lowry, kind of maybe even a redshirt year or just a limited year, just a little bit of innings here and there. But 6 pitchers, it was something that was unorthodox last year. It's kind of unprecedented for Oklahoma to do it. They tried to do it, but they really didn't do it after the first month and a half of the season. It felt like after that, you never really saw S.J. Guerin again. Now she's at Auburn. Peyton Monticelli, didn't see her again to Oklahoma City. Going to be year 3 for her after a year at Wisconsin and a year at Oklahoma. So, again, I'm not going to say Najari Kennedy is not going to Oklahoma, but I'm also not going to say that I know where she's going. I don't think anyone knows at this point in time where it's going to be. It's been just such a quiet recruitment that's just going to be you kind of just see it when it happens. But, again, today, little weird, no-go boomer tweet from Patty Gasso, but landing a one of the top transfer portal pitchers in the country in Sam Landry. Again, a slightly above 2 career ERA, 24 wins a year ago, 2.12 ERA, 460 career strikeouts, and 460 innings pitched. Thanks again for watching the Sooner Surge. If you're not already subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and check out the Fan Stop. Fan Stop, sign up for the Shirt of the Month Club. Use code SURGE at checkout for 10% off on your first 3 months at the Fan Stop. That is fanstop.com. Until next time.